Hi and welcome to this fourth video in the Introducing SharePoint 2010 Managed Metadata series. And in this video I want to show you how you set up the content organizer and tell you a bit about that feature. And basically the content organizer allows you to direct or redirect incoming data or documents into specific libraries or sites or even different site collections based on the content type of the data you submit. So in this example what I want to do is create a rule that will direct all product images that get submitted to the site, and I want to direct that into a new product image library. So the first step in order to accomplish this is to create the product image library. So I'll go to Site Actions and create from the more creation options. I'll select a library and then a picture library. And then we'll just call this product images like this, and we'll create it. And once we create that, we need to actually perform some setup tasks here. And note that this the product image library type doesn't have the fancy new ribbon added yet. So we'll need to go to the settings menu and then to picture library settings here. And the first thing we want to do is enable management of content types, because we need to ensure that the destination library has the same content type enabled as the rule that we're creating. So we want to go into advanced settings here, and then we'll allow management of content types, and then we'll hit OK to allow us to actually change the content types for this library. So we'll add an existing content type here, and we'll find our product image library, and we'll add that, and we'll hit OK. And that allows us to add product images to this library, and then we might want to delete the current picture content type, because we won't need that at all. So now that we have that set up, we can go to enable the content organizer. And as I said, the content organizer is a feature. So we go into the site settings menu, and this is a site feature. So we'll manage the site features here. As you can see here, we have a content organizer feature available for activation. So we'll just activate that, and that will create a drop-off library into which we will place all our new content that we want to be handled by the content organizer. And the other thing that the content organizer feature does is create a couple of new options for us on the site settings menu under site administrations here. One is for settings, and that allows you to define different settings for the content organizer on a general basis. And you also have the content organizer rules, and that's where we want to create a new rule to direct the content that we want. And in this case, we'll add a new item here, and we'll call this product images, like this. And then we'll select the content type we want to use, and in this case it's listed in the custom content types, and we have a product image here. And also note also that you can actually specify further conditions as well. So in this case we have a product which is one of the types that we have here, and we can filter this based on the managed metadata that we have. So if we wanted to make sure that product images are related to the add-on 1, which is a sub-term of Acme add-on, we can filter the content types even further. We're not going to do that now, but I just wanted to show this to you. And the second thing we want to do is to set up the target location. And the target location, of course, is where you want your site or your content to end up here. So we'll select our product images library, like this, and then we'll hit OK. Now you can, in the content organizer settings, allow for selection of other sites as well. That's the setting you set up in the content organizer settings here. So now that we have our rule in place, we can now go to our drop-off library. And then we'll add a new document here and browse to our sample product image here. And then we'll hit OK to upload the new document. And once that happens, it'll basically tell us or ask us what kind of content type this is, and if there are any special metadata columns that we want to set up here. So we have the name here, we have the title, and we can select, as I said, the product here, which is still misspelled, unfortunately. So once we submit this image now, we can check into our drop-off library. First, you'll see that the document was saved to its final location, and you can see the new URL. And if we go into our drop-off library, you'll see that there are absolutely no images here. But if we go into the product images library here, you'll see that we now have the product image stored in the correct library. So that's basically how you set up a simple content organizer rule here. And of course, you have a lot of other options for creating these content organizers, and you can even create recursive content organizer that ensures that you can have one set of organizer rules in a separate site collection. For instance, if you have a site or a site collection handling different product images or any kind of image library, you can have this content library here or this drop-off library direct all the images to that specific site and into the drop-off library from that for that document site or image site, and that ensures that you can actually specify the rules in a central location, so you don't need to set up complex rules in different places. There are some things you can do here as well. First of all, we'll go in and check the content organizer settings here. Now, as you can notice at the bottom here, you have a column called email address, but there's nothing you can actually do here to allow to change or set up the email address here. And this is actually handled by a separate feature. So in order to actually set up our content type organizer email feature, we'll go into the site features again, and you'll see that you have a separate feature called email integration with content organizer. And once we activate this feature, we can go back into the content organizer settings here, and at the very bottom you'll now see that you have a domain name and an email address to which you can send all these files in order to have them picked up by the content organizer. And of course, you can also define the content organizer library, the drop-off library, to be the official file or the repository for official files, so that users can submit documents or data or records from anywhere within your server collection or your server farm to have those files automatically submitted into the content organizer. And that of course is really useful for official files that you want to record, such as contracts or invoices or some other legal documents that you need to have handled by the content organizer. And that's basically what I wanted to show you on setting up the content organizer. Now, this concludes our managed metadata series or video series, and combined with the exercises in the journal and in the PDF, should probably get you started at least on evaluating all these fancy new managed metadata features of SharePoint 2010. Now, if you have questions or comments on this series, either on the videos or on the PDFs, please feel free to email me. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy your SharePoint 2010 evaluation experience. Goodbye.